Portions of this program were pre-recorded.
Our next guest is the host of the nationally syndicated Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
My list of phases. Okay, gay.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show. Every morning I listen to you and Gandhi and Danielle.
Hello, lady. Don't worry, you're not going to feel anything. It's fine.
I don't know if I would listen to that show.
Welcome to Elvis Duran
And the Morning Show.
Look at that. Jimmy Fallon welcoming us to our own show.
Thanks, Jimmy.
That's pretty cool. Hey, welcome to the day. It is Wednesday, April 30th. Is this the last day of April?
Yeah.
We roll into May.
It's gonna be May.
Oh, it's got to be May. We got to play that.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
That means we play it today, right?
Yeah, we
Yes.
should play it today.
Yes.
'cause
Yeah, play today.
All right. Good morning, Froggy.
Good morning.
Hi, Danielle.
Morning.
Hello there, Gandhi.
Hello.
Gandhi's there. Danielle's there. Froggy's there. All right. But there's more. Wait. They're scary.
Hi.
Senor Nate. Producer Sam is here.
Good morning.
Scotty B and Master Control.
Good morning.
Hi, Diamond.
Good morning.
Diamond, are you okay today?
Yeah.
Diamond's in a mood. I can tell.
Oh, no.
What can we do to make you feel better? You want a little Beyonce?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Now, what if we gave you a little Beyonce along with Coldplay? Do you like this song? Say yes.
so.
Just say yes. This is a great song. Come on. Just listen in. It'll make you feel better. All right. Maybe we need more Beyonce. Hey, Diamond.
Yeah.
Diamond, there's not enough Beyonce on that Coldplay song. Do you agree?
I agree.
Okay. I'll give you just nothing but pure Beyonce. You happy with that?
Yes.
You good with that? All right, this is for you, Diamond.
Bring the beat in.
Did you count the key changes? She's got a lot in there.
Yeah.
She's just going up and up and up. What if there's a song out there where they keep going up in key changes to a point where they just can't sing anymore? It's like, they can't reach the note.
Possibly.
I don't know. Anyway, so I'm glad you guys are here. I'm also glad our first caller of the day is here. It's Holly. Hi, Holly.
Hi, guys.
Welcome to the show. Hey, I heard your story. You guys have to hear this story. Holly's up in Rochester, New York. Called a few weeks ago. We gave her a hoodie.
Oh.
The morning show hoodie.
Yeah.
And is it true, Holly, that hoodie is one of the only things that survived your house fire?
Yes. So my son's room had an electrical fire that started, and we have to gut the whole house. We were outside. The fire department came to put it out, and when they went to go let us back in, it must have been just delivered that morning because it was sitting by our garage in the bag and was the very first thing I had that didn't reek of smoke because it was brand new.
Wow. That is bizarre. Well, how are you and your family doing otherwise?
We're getting back into the routine of things. I'm happy to be able to listen to you guys again in the morning because we're not going crazy trying to figure things out. Insurance is progressing. Our friends and family are rallying with us, and we're slowly getting back to some semblance of normal.
Wow. What a shock to you and your family. I can't imagine what it's like. But it is being surrounded by the people that love you. This is why it's always important to pay attention to our friends and our family members that need us.
Yeah.
And so, wow. Obviously, you've done some great stuff in life to deserve the people that you have in your life, Holly. Good for you and your family.
Yeah, thanks. I, again, just am excited to be able to listen to you guys again because it really starts to make my morning.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you want to get back into your routine. Hey, you know what?
God.
I know of a great place to be safe from fire, and that's in the middle of the ocean. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
There's no trees, no pine trees, no structures.
A lot of water.
So, our friends at Norwegian Cruise Line just launched their brand new ship called Aqua, cruising the Caribbean. And we thought it'd be kind of cool to give you and a loved one in your family, you choose, a cruise on Norwegian.
Oh, my God. I'm going to cry.
Oh, yeah.
It's true. If you go to ncl.com just look at all the cruises they do, the ones that leave the United States, and figure out which one you want to go on. You don't have to go on it now because I know you have a lot on your plate, but this cruise from Norwegian Cruise Line will be waiting for you when you're ready to go, okay?
Oh, my God. Thank you so much, guys.
Aw.
You're going to love it.
Yeah, you have so much fun.
It's so far away
True.
from all of our troubles back on the mainland.
Yep.
When you're on one of those beautiful,
Right.
beautiful ships, including NCL Aqua, which we took a tour of the other day.
Ugh.
Good God, what a beautiful ship that is. But they're all beautiful. They're all beautiful ships. So again, go to ncl.com. Anyone listening, if you want to go to the Caribbean or anywhere in the world, basically, ncl.com is the way to go. And you got your cruise. Congratulations, Holly.
Thank you so much, guys.
Oh, you're so welcome. Holly!
Yay!
We love it. You deserve it. It's the least we can do. Hold on one second. You go have a great day and talk to Diamond. She's going to fill out all the blanks, okay? Or fill it in.
Thanks. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Hold on. Enjoy your cruise. Can you imagine? Wow.
No.
You know what? What do you have in life that's on the way? I got a cruise waiting for me.
That's so awesome.
Again, ncl.com. Check them out. God, I'd love to be in the middle of the Caribbean right now. How hot would that
It'd be amazing.
All right, let's get on with the day. The 3 things we need to know from Gandhi, and then God knows what happens after that. What's going on, Gandhi?
All right, House lawmakers are looking for answers about drone sightings near U.S. military bases. Hundreds of drone sightings were reported near those installations last year, especially in New Jersey. We all remember that. The Defense Department called the reports typical, and the White House said they were not the work of an adversary. In a House hearing Tuesday, defense officials raised new concerns, saying that U.S. military bases are lacking defenses against drones. A defense spokesperson said, should our adversary choose to employ drones for surveillance or even attack, we would not be capable of defending our bases. New York City Rent Guidelines Board is set to hold a preliminary vote today on rent increases for stabilized rent apartments. A final vote is expected in the next 2 months, but it would be the 5th consecutive rent hike if it gets approved. Landlords say the rising cost of insurance and fuel have made it hard to keep their properties in order. Rent hikes would go into effect for leases starting October 1st. Several candidates vying for New York City mayor have said they'd push the board to leave rent alone, but Mayor Eric Adams has not made the same commitment. And finally, very opposite of here in New York City, any idea the cleanest air in the country?
Oh.
Well, I'm thinking mountains. I'm thinking out west.
Sort of, yeah, you're
I'm
getting there.
thinking trees. I don't Montana.
Portland, Oregon.
Really?
Cleanest air, cleanest
Wow.
city. Yeah.
How that happen?
Well, they're saying they were ranked the cleanest by OxyFresh. The study examined lots of factors, including population density, the air, of course, drinking water quality, problems with rodents and cockroaches, as well as litter and vandalism. Portland scored poorly on litter and vandalism, but made up for it with that air quality and drinking quality water. The Seattle area came in second, followed by Rochester, New York.
Okay.
So it's just all the icky stuff is coming to us. The rest of the state's fine. And those are your 3 things.
Live from the center of Icky.
Yeah.
Here we are. Are you guys ready for your Wednesday?
Yeah.
Laugh, funny. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Rocket is giving every home one address, rocket.com, a single, seamless home ownership platform that helps you find, buy, sell, finance, even refinance your home. Visit rocket.com, the new home for all things home ownership. Rocket, own the dream. Well, here we go.
Make some noise!
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Wow, look at that. Ooh, the Knicks game last night. So close, but I think the Pistons beat the Knicks. Yeah, damn it to hell. But they're still in it, right?
Yeah, they lead.
What?
3-2. The Knicks still lead.
Okay, good. It was one of those nights where I was watching the Knicks game, and all of a sudden, I wasn't. I was asleep. I just woke up. I mean, and it's like, what is happening? I mean, so I'm going to go to bed because the score is going to be the same tomorrow morning, no matter what I do. If I go to sleep,
no.
What do you mean? Oh no, Froggy?
No. You are responsible as a fan. If you're a fan, you have to stay awake because maybe if you would have stayed awake, it might have been different.
I just find that poppycock.
Maybe so.
but you being the biggest sports fan on the show,
I have to stay awake.
Other than Danielle. No, you have to. Are you the same way, Danielle? If you leave the game, does it mean it's your fault if they lose?
Let me tell you something. In my house, you never leave a game until it's over. It's
Right.
because, and it's just like you just don't know what's going to happen. And sometimes you would miss. Like if we had left the Yankee game early, we would have missed Aaron Judge's 60th because he hit it like late in the game, and we were pissed off when we were going to leave.
Well, I see that. That's an
So,
event. That's an event within the game.
Yeah.
Okay, but
He wouldn't have hit it if Danielle wasn't
He
there.
may not have hit it.
You.
You never
would
know.
not.
Really? No,
Maybe
you-
I brought the luck. You don't know.
Right.
Well, okay, I'm not accusing you of anything, but does that mean maybe you think a little too much of yourself?
Possibly.
No,
Like
I know.
I'm the one who caused like the win or
Maybe.
the breaking of records. It was me.
was me.
I've actually blamed myself the other way around. My team will be winning, and I turn the game on. They start losing. I'm like, well, I'll turn this off because I just
see,
ruined it
again,
for them.
I've done the same thing.
You can't do that. That's
I
not you.
If the family's watching a game and I walk in and they start losing, I walk right back out. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing
Who
this.
do you think you are? Thinking. I don't
Maybe
know.
it's just like the collective juju. You know, like everybody's, when they say, please send prayers.
Yeah.
And everybody does it, and then they feel like that made a difference. Isn't this kind of the same thing?
Is that the thoughts and prayers?
Kinda.
Yeah.
I think
At
it's the
work?
same thing.
The Devils could have used me last night in the stands. Maybe they would have won it all.
I'm
Okay.
telling you, the Gators don't win that natty if I don't stay up and watch it all the way to the
Wow.
end. They don't.
My best friend is such a huge international soccer fan, right? His team is Naples,
Yeah.
Italy. And so his thing is, since they play it earlier over there because of the time change, he won't watch a game unless he finds out they won it.
Oh, okay.
He won't watch a live game, but he'll wait to see if they win, and then he'll watch.
Okay.
Otherwise, he won't watch. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, we've in our house we have recorded the game. If they've won, then I see the boys sitting on the couch. I go, we just watched this. Well, now we're rewatching it because they did so well. We're going to watch the highlights again. I'm like, okay.
You sports.
It's a sports thing.
people are
Yeah.
crazy. You're out of your minds. Anyway, so the Knicks did not win last night, but they're still in it. That's all I needed to know. Let's see, producer Sam, who are you doing your horrible scopes with today?
That sports fanatic over there.
Oh,
Bring us
okay.
luck, Danielle.
All right,
Okay.
there we go, Danielle.
It's Travis Scott's birthday, Gal Gadot, Kristen Dunst, and Lil TJ's birthday today.
See,
Happy
that
birthday
sounds
to
like
all.
a fun table.
Yes. Capricorn, if you see failure as an opportunity to learn and grow, you'll never truly fail. Your day is a 5.
Aquarius, there's a difference between knowing the path and walking it, so make sure you're proud of your actions. Your day's a 9.
All right, Pisces, mental prison will keep you away from so much opportunity. Do not trap yourself. Your day's a 7.
Aries, you have so much more time than you realize, but only if you prioritize it better. Your day's a 6.
Oh my gosh, were we not just talking about that? That's my horoscope. That's hysterical.
hello.
Okay, Taurus, you may not be at your desired goal just yet, but try to enjoy where you are. It's been very hard work. Your day is an 8.
Gemini, keep betting on yourself and be sure to surround yourself with those who do the same. Your day's a 9.
Cancer, it's important to take a step back on occasion. Perspective can bring gratitude and peace. Your day is a 10.
Ooh, Leo, sometimes you need to clap back and other times you need to let the moment pass. Choose your battles. Your day's a 6.
Hey Virgo, stop forming your preconceived expectations. Walk in with an open mind and let it unfold. Your day's a 9.
Libra, you are what you love, not what loves you. Be conscious of where you're finding your happiness. Your day's a 7.
Scorpio, the most beautiful flower blooms in adversity. You'll make it through the storm. Your day's an 8. That's nice.
That was a nice one. And finally, Sagittarius, your emotions influence your decisions. Just make sure they aren't totally overruling your logic. Your day's an 8, and those are your Wednesday morning horoscopes.
So, Hurricane Mom is in town over at Gandhi's apartment.
Yes, she is.
How's everything going? How's everything going with your mother?
It's going well.
Yeah.
Yeah, she came in yesterday like a little tornado, and it's great. She's going to come by today after the show. And then we're going to do something cool with Kelly Clarkson. So I'm excited about that.
That's so fun.
So
Yeah.
tell everyone the exciting shopping spree you had with your mother yesterday.
Oh, no.
So the thing that she wants to do more than anything, Danielle, you'll appreciate this, is go to Canal Street.
I love it.
Yes, she loves her.
Yes.
Some Canal Street. And I noticed yesterday, because I haven't been there and probably since the last time she was here, they've changed a lot.
Okay.
They don't just have all the stuff sitting out like they used to.
Oh.
Now they're just, like piles of people in the corner, and they say, hey, you want a bag? And you have to follow them down the alley
Yeah.
because they get in a lot of trouble.
By the way, so
Sounds safe.
if you're not familiar with what Canal Street's about here in New York City, it's about every illegal knockoff of every major, huge fashion brand known to man.
Yeah.
It's just a street of illegal.
Absolutely. I think the last seizure at Canal Street, they said, was close to like $1 billion worth of stuff.
Yes.
Which I know is a crazy number. But It's nuts. And I'll tell you what, that stuff is getting good.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
But no, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Your mother is a part of the problem.
Wait.
I told her. She doesn't care.
What did she get? And did she negotiate? Make sure
Of
you have to.
course she
okay,
negotiated.
Good.
She got a Goyard bag. And then she got a Louis Vuitton wallet. No, she got a little Louis Vuitton purse.
Should you be talking about this? I don't know. Are they going to come arrest you?
It's they might, maybe. I don't know. Am I guilty once it's done?
Yes,
Isn't it like
yes,
you're
you're-
over?
They must have cracked down again, though, because for
They
a
did.
while, they were wearing all the jewelry up and down their arms, all different kinds of Louis Vuitton, Gucci knockoffs. They had the bags on their shoulders,
I hate
and they
it.
were just walking around.
I hate it. I hate
love
it.
it.
I hate it. I just, first of all, it's, I live close to there, so it's
Sure.
a mess. Even if they don't have the sidewalks filled with their merchandise.
Yeah, they don't.
But they take you down dark alleyways.
Yeah.
And they pull up garage doors, and you
Yeah.
walk into like an old building, and then if the cops come, they close the garage doors, and you're stuck in there in the dark.
I've been there.
Yep.
But you're
my-
stuck with a garage full of Louis Vuitton suitcases.
Yes.
They look amazing.
They're not Louis Vuitton though. They're not.
Fluey. But okay, here's the thing though. We've seen, especially recently, all of these people sort of exposing the super elite high-end fashion industry because they say made in Italy, but they're not. It's like made in China or Vietnam, wherever, and then it's just shipped to Italy, and they hammer out the little price tag or the name tag on it.
Do you know how many times they tell you do not take it out of the plastic bag they put it in?
Yeah.
They go, don't take this out.
Yeah,
Made in Little Italy.
pretty much.
Wait, so explain this. So it's illegal because it's
Not real.
not real.
Yeah.
So that's wrong.
It's counterfeit.
He's like, that's wrong.
It's like counterfeit dollar bills. It's basically what it is.
That was the exact example I used for my mom
It's
yesterday.
what it is.
But here's okay. So I have a question. So the ones that are really close and they look almost exactly the same, maybe exactly the same, I understand that. But the ones that are not even close,
Yeah.
and they just look like a complete ridiculous knockoff
Right.
version, how is that illegal?
That's my question.
Because it has their name on it.
No, it doesn't. It'll like so instead of like Louis Vuitton with an
Then-
LV,
then why
it
buy
doesn't
it?
have the LVs.
Well-
I'm not buying that one. But I'm saying, why are those ones?
Well, maybe they're
also
not.
illegal?
I don't know. I can't answer
gotta
that.
say, I have some real and I have some fake, and sometimes you can't tell the difference.
Can't tell the difference. It's crazy.
There
Well,
are
there
times.
you go. So thanks for coming to town, Mom, and totally annihilating the fashion industry.
She loved it.
She's a part of the your mom's a part of the problem.
So many problems.
Yes,
the
exactly.
best.
Danielle, what do you have coming up?
More proof Jelly Roll is the best, and something special for Avatar fans.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
Tate McRae just walked in. What happened? Where'd your gum go?
You just took my gum.
Nate just a middle school teacher and made her spit out the gum.
Tate, may I give you some advice? Never give your gum to a stranger.
To a stranger.
That feeling of owning your first Mercedes-Benz is hard to believe, but it's real. From the leather stitching to the iconic design, every element of a Mercedes lives up to its reputation. See for yourself at your local dealer. Offers are waiting.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Who is this?
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
I know we do these things every couple of days where it's today is National Pancake Day or whatever. Today is National, Phone a Friend Day. Whatever.
Scampy.
Yeah. Today is, by the way, is National Honesty Day.
Oh,
cool.
Can we just not take part? Do we have to be a part of that?
Wow.
This would be a
charade?
great day to just tell each other how we really feel.
No. Well, that's your day every day,
Every
Gandhi.
day.
We've actually done that in the past. We had to start our sentence with, I got to be honest, and then 15 seconds of brutal honesty. Should we do that again?
No. It is a proven fact. I have all the stats. I printed them up. That, we have different levels of lies.
Yeah.
Sometimes a lie is considered a lie because it's something you don't say.
Right.
Right.
The lies of
if you
omission.
if you walk into the room with a big old snotty booger hanging out of your nose, if I notice it and don't tell you, and then you find out later you had it, I was sort of lying to you by not telling you. As my friend, you got a
Totally.
big slinging snotty booger hanging out of your nose.
Yes, I will feel betrayed by that act. By you not telling me for sure.
Why no? But okay, so there's other lies. Well, do I look good in this? Oh, you look great. Well,
Oh, that's such a bad one too. Just tell someone.
I see. Sometimes I feel like you can't. If you know someone that's going to go off the deep end, sometimes it's better to just be like, "Yeah, you look great."
exactly. It's protecting them.
Yeah.
The one that I will definitely lie about is after someone has gotten a haircut and then they ask you how it looks, I'll just be like, "That's great." That's fine. What are they going to do? They can't grow it back.
Well, they can grow it back eventually.
Eventually, sure. But at that moment, I just don't want to make them feel like crap all day.
All right. Well, so we're going to get into National National Honesty Day in just a little while. Interesting call from Lindsay. Good morning, Lindsay. Thanks for listening today. How you doing?
Good morning, lady. Hello, lady.
Well,
Actually, how are you?
Good morning, lady works too. So why were you on a school bus so early in the morning? Are you a driver?
That's what. So I transport kids as my full-time job, and my dad's also a bus driver and stuff. And I got in early this morning to do my bus check, and when I walked in to my boss's office, there were pictures of seats on one of the school buses, and there are penises drawn all over the seat.
Okay, so obviously
teenage boys.
Yeah, so obviously, and I'm sure girls were involved too.
Sure.
So it's an equal opportunity art project. So you're saying that these students, I guess middle school age students, right?
They're all actually, it's middle school and high school combined, and they're actually all boys. They're about 15 seats just covered on all different kinds of penises.
Right. Describe some of the penises you saw.
There was one that had biceps growing out of it.
Wow.
God, how do I get that?
There was one that was driving the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. That one was my favorite one.
I mean, that makes total sense.
Can we try to think positively about this for just a moment? Even though they totally wrecked these school bus seats with their, I guess, Sharpie drawn penises.
Yeah.
You know, they're very artistic.
Yeah,
yes.
They're getting creative with their penises.
I think we should appreciate the creativity. Encourage it.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I guess.
What's funny is my boss also took a step further and grabbed all the camera footage from the buses and printed out all the kids' faces that did it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, they are busted, and the parents are all going to get the bills in the mail, and they're also being sent the pictures of what their kids did.
Oh, damn. Wow. Okay.
So to the parents in the room, so really just Danielle, I guess.
And Froggy.
And Frog. Oh, yeah, and Froggy and Scott. If you guys got a call from your school saying, hey, your kid drew a penis with biceps on it, and here's the footage, how do you not laugh at that?
I know. Well, after I stopped laughing, then I sit him down and have a conversation. He doesn't see me laughing about it.
Okay.
That happens between myself and my husband.
Okay.
And then I sit him down and say, obviously, that's not something we can do. We don't do that.
You know, Daddy and I love you, son, but drawing bicep featuring penises
Seriously.
on the school bus is a bit much. Yes, Nick.
I kind of want to see some of these.
Why do too?
Can you send us some pictures, Lindsay?
See, what I would do is, ready?
Yes.
I would take those seats intact out of those buses. I would make an art installation out of them.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Make some money. Make your money back.
Well, yeah. I mean, it may not be something you sell ever.
Yeah, but
I would love walking by an art gallery here in New York City. You look in the window and go, whoa, double take. Those are bus seats with penises.
Yeah.
I would go in.
So these penises were not on like a piece of paper and they put the paper. They actually took the thing and wrote on the seats.
Yeah, we call that vandalism. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's not good.
I kind of want bed sheet prints of that entire panel. And just, or make a
You want to sleep with penises on you at night?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
A lot of people do.
I know, but the whole point is you can't just be penises. It's the fact that they're drawn on school bus seats.
Right. That's the problem.
Right.
That's the art.
We don't do that.
Right there.
That's where I would correct as a parent is that I don't care that you did it. It's where you did it. On the school bus seat is not the proper place.
Where is the proper place, Froggy, to
Listen,
draw
if you want to get a
penises?
notebook and draw penises in the notebook for the rest of your life, if that's what you want to do to be creative, then do it. That's fine. I don't want to shut down your creativity.
But no one's going to see that. The whole point is you want people to see it.
But not on a school bus seat.
No, not on a school
That's
bus.
where we have to redirect creativity to another place.
I don't know if these kids, you think these kids are going to get detention? Probably not expelled. Would you get expelled for penis drawing on seats? I don't know.
How much
I think
money
so.
are we talking?
Well, Lindsay, are they going to get in trouble other than the parents have to pay for the seats?
Oh yeah, like the schools are gonna be notified of the kids, and I'm sure they'll be written up, and it'll go further.
Yeah.
What if you gave them a chance at redemption and gave them a bunch of Sharpies and said, how can you creatively and beautifully change these and cover them up?
Or
I wish it would be like that, but these are we just got these buses in, like not even 6 months ago.
Oh, damn.
So,
Brand new buses.
Brand new buses.
All right. Well, I'm thinking, no one drew vaginas.
No, that's good.
Those aren't as exciting to draw.
True.
They're
not as pretty. Yeah.
They're way prettier.
Are they, though?
All right. Well, this is the debate. All right. Well, look, Lindsay, thank you for sharing. And these are the stories we love to hear.
Yeah.
It's
pretty good.
The penis-covered bus
Yeah.
seats. All right, Lindsay, thank you for listening, and thanks for participating in our show and kicking it off with a bang. We love it. Have a great day, okay?
I'm glad I could help.
You're the best.
All right, you guys have a great day.
You too. Take care. Well, I tell you, Danielle was supposed to do her report, but she was just bounced by a bunch of penis
I
talk.
was just slapped aside.
All right. Well, enough of that. But I'm sure if you go to any middle school or junior high or high school boys' room,
Hell yeah.
Of course.
you're going to find penises all over the place.
Insides of lockers, that's what those are for.
Penises, farts, like this is
Boobs.
this is so funny to them all. This is hysterical.
To all them, we're sitting here laughing.
That is true.
Right. I'm about to say they're still funny.
I do love a good fart joke.
I know.
I'm going to draw a penis on a birthday card today.
Good, you should.
So I was thinking, how do I draw farts? What you do, you have to draw a butt bending over,
Yeah.
and with the spray coming out of it.
The birthday card I got for Andrew today.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What is it?
Yeah, let's do it.
It says on the card, you know how sometimes you laugh so hard you accidentally fart, and it's a little chipmunk farting. And then inside
chipmunk.
it says, wishing you that kind of birthday. So there you go.
There you go.
We all love fart humor around here.
We do.
And penises.
And penises on school bus seats. Don't forget that component.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
we've got to take the break. So Danielle, you do have to do your report coming up.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Elvis Duran
Oh, here he is.
and the Morning Show.
Never forget. Join the Tunnel to Towers Foundation on its mission to do good in honor of America's heroes. Donate $11 a month at t2t.org. That's t2t.org.
Been listening for years and always tune in every morning.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
A little something to think about. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Who are you and how did you get here? Shall we go further?
Okay.
Okay, so a lot of people listening know exactly how they got to America. Maybe your grandparents, maybe you came over, moved in, immigrated, or maybe hundreds and hundreds of years ago, your ancestors came over. I find this so fascinating, how one little blip in time can change the world for hundreds and thousands of years.
Yeah.
For instance, the Bush family, the President's Bush.
Well, yeah.
There was one guy who came over to America on the Mayflower who fell overboard and almost drowned. One guy.
Whoa.
He accidentally grabbed a rope on the side of the Mayflower and through a lot of work was pulled up back on board and saved. That one guy now has millions of descendants. Millions.
Whoa.
Including the Bush family. And so, you leave your house in the morning. This is another example that has nothing to do with this, but it does. And let's say you stop at a stop sign, right?
Yeah.
And you drop something on the floor and you actually put it in park and have to spend an extra second to pick it up off the floorboard. And then another car just zooms by and runs a stop sign and would have hit your car had you not dropped your phone.
That's true.
And how you could have maybe tragically lost your life and therefore never had kids. They never had kids. Therefore, they never saved dogs in a fire 15 years later. It's just every moment counts in some weird way that we'll never know. We'll never know.
Yeah.
But they could track that one guy that fell over the edge of the Mayflower and was saved. and now has millions of descendants.
I think there's a Gwyneth Paltrow movie like Sliding Doors. I
Yeah.
think
It
it's called,
is,
right?
yes.
I love that movie.
Is that what it is?
Yes, and same thing. Like if she goes this way, her life does this, and if she goes this way, her life does that. It's crazy. And actually, Idina Menzel, her Broadway show, it's not out anymore, but the one she wrote years ago was about the same thing. She went one way, and her life was totally changed. If she had gone this direction, something else would have happened. It was crazy.
It's like Mark Wahlberg missed his flight the morning of September 11th,
Right.
and it was one of the flights that ended up hitting.
Wow.
Yeah, that ended up being
The tower.
hijacked. Yeah.
Well, one of our favorite friends, Josh, the engineer, I think he set his clock for 6 p.m. wake up rather than 6 a.m. Therefore, he was not on the top of the tower.
Wow.
You know, it's all these things.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so, you know, every moment counts, and you may not even know it.
Yep.
So, every moment that you can make a difference in someone's life and be positive, it could change the world for the next thousands of years. I mean, I don't know. Something to think about.
I always use that to rationalize things in my head too. Like if I miss a huge event that I wanted to be part of, or if I miss a plane, my flight is delayed. I'm like, you know what? I wasn't supposed to be on that at that time, at this moment. It's fine.
It's so easy just to get mad and move on.
Yeah.
You know, and just, damn, I missed my flight. Well, it was a reason you missed your flight.
Yeah.
It also kept you out of maybe arriving on time at an airport and running into someone you just don't want to see.
Absolutely.
Thank God I missed my flight.
Right. Thank you, Fate.
I didn't want to see them. Thank you, Fate. Danielle.
Yes.
30 minutes late with your report.
This is not my fault. We were talking about penises on buses and stuff.
I know.
It's not my fault.
I know. We had to set you aside for something much more important.
Exactly.
All right, what do you have going on?
All right, so Dolly Parton is getting ready to put out her third children's book. It's called Dolly Parton's Billy the Kid Dances His Heart Out. Now, if you don't know who Billy the Kid is, it is a French bulldog named Billy the Kid, and it follows him around, and this is her third one about him, and the new book comes out on December 2nd. So Shaboozey loves his Jelly Roll because Jelly Roll has just been so wonderful to Shaboozey. He has done so many great things with him. They've teamed up, they've collabed, and so Shaboozey took to social and he said, I have to let everybody know how wonderful this man is. He's the best human one could possibly be. Thank you for your guidance, for your prayers, for your leadership, for your big MF heart. You have changed so many people's lives with your story, with your music. And he goes on and on and on. God bless you, Nate. And then he said, you're actually the best. Miss them tour days. Love you, brother. How sweet is that? I love when people do that and put good juju into the universe. It's nice.
There you go.
It's very nice. So the premiere date, Elvis, for Dexter Resurrection has been set.
Good. You know, I saw a promo for that last night.
The series will debut with 2 episodes, July 11th, streaming and then on demand for Paramount Plus with Showtime subscribers before its on-air debut Sunday, July 13th. And then, of course, each remaining episode will drop weekly, so you have to wait. That's not the type that you're going to get the whole series. You have to wait each week for that.
And you know who's going to be on there? Our friend Eric Stone Street.
That's right.
Who's now a godparent of a Norwegian cruise line ship, Aqua.
That's
We
going
love
to be
him.
fun. We can't wait.
Great guy.
And the trailer for season 2 of 9 Perfect Strangers with Nicole Kidman. I cannot wait for this. She is reprising her role as that wellness guru, Masha. She will bring 9 new strangers to go through that healing retreat. And season 2 of 9 Perfect Strangers hits Hulu on May 21st. So this is pretty cool. If you are a fan of Avatar, they will be celebrating its 20th anniversary. And Avatar, I know, right? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? So Avatar, The Last Airbender in concert is actually happening. Now, it's not just any tour. If you are a fan, you are going to want to go through this. It is a 2-hour visual journey through all 3 seasons of the iconic animated series, projected on a full-size cinema screen with new elements, new artistic surprises. The tour is going to kick off in Iowa City on Sunday, September 14th. Then it's going to visit 80 other cities across the globe. So if you love Avatar, this is definitely something that you want to be part of. My friend Erica, who lives out in Los Angeles, is a huge part of Avatar. She is like really involved with everything that happens with it. She works very closely with the creators and everything. She's the sweetest person. She used to work for Universal. So shout out to Erica. We love you. Okay. Lady Gaga will be headlining a free concert in Rio this weekend on Copacabana Beach. She arrived in Brazil yesterday, and she's very excited about it. Last year, Madonna drew a record 2 million concert goers to that beach, and we'll see what happens with this. I mean, hotel, you can't get the hotel right now. I think it's like at capacity, but it is Gaga, and everybody wants to see her. The superhero movie Thunderbolts is predicted to earn more than $70 million. Its debut this weekend at 4,300 theaters. Preview screenings will start tomorrow. And Idina Menzel and Kristen Bell, you know, they voice Anna and Elsa in Frozen. So Idina was on with Andy Cohen this week, and she was talking about how she does make royalties on music and the movie. She said, but hey, how cool would it be if I got a percentage from all of the merchandise that's out there?
How cool would that be?
She said it would be nice to make at least $1 off of every one of those damn Halloween dresses of Elsa that's walking around. Will that happen? Probably not, right?
Nah.
Well, I mean, if she is Elsa, technically, I guess she should have negotiated that. Is that how it works?
Well,
I don't
you have
know.
to do that up front.
Yeah. And didn't somebody else write the character and design it?
And I guess you don't know what's going to happen with it at front.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know if it's going to be a big movie or not. So, but it is. It is what it is. All right, Wheel of Fortune tonight. Celebrity Wheel of Fortune. The Masked Singer. You've got the second season finale of Wild Cards. Jeopardy Masters is on tonight as well. And Everybody's Live with John Mulaney over on Netflix. And that is my Danielle report.
So everything we were talking about a second ago, like one little blip in time can change the world forever.
Right.
It's called the burnt toast theory.
Oh.
And I was reading up on this online. Yeah. Let's say in the morning you're getting ready for work, whatever, and you burn your toast. Oh, what an inconvenience. All right, so I'll put another piece of bread in there. I'll do another toast. Well, they're saying maybe that gave you 2 extra minutes to catch your breath. Maybe it gave you extra 2 minutes to not be on the road at a time where you could have been hurt. And so I don't know. I find it fascinating. And you're going to drive yourself insane if you sit there and try to think about how one moment of doing something different is going to change the world. But you just do it. You just try to make the right decision, but you never know if you're making the right decisions. I don't know.
True.
Gandhi, let's do 3 things we need to know. We have a free crap phone tap on the way. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
I got lots of crap in my office.
Oh, wow.
But most of it is just crap. Priceless.
I feel like none of it's crap. I feel like you have a bunch of good stuff in your office.
I do.
Yeah, you got fabulous things in
I
there,
do.
Elvis.
Fabulous finds. That's what Elvis Sheldon calls it.
Well, we're going to do the Fabulous Finds phone tap.
Yeah.
Give me- You laugh all you want. At least I have an office.
Yes, we do. The only one.
Damn.
The thing is, Nate spends more time in my office than I do.
Yep.
Surrounded by fabulous finds.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't lifted some of that stuff. I bet you have. Thief. All right, let's get into the 3 things we need to know. Gandhi, what's up?
All right, the Senate is expected to vote today on a resolution that would halt President Trump's global tariffs. The measure is aiming to cancel the national emergency Trump declared April 2nd, which he used to enact global tariffs. The bipartisan resolution is sponsored by Oregon Democrat Ron Wyden and supported by Kentucky Republican Rand Paul. The White House is threatening to veto that resolution, saying it would undermine national and economic security. Recent polling suggests President Trump's tariffs are increasingly unpopular. I don't know if you guys have been following along with the Karen Reed murder retrial.
Fascinating.
It is resuming today in Massachusetts. She's accused of killing her boyfriend, Boston police officer John O'Keefe, by striking him with a car after a night of drinking. Yesterday, the jury heard testimony from a family friend of O'Keefe who was with Reed when his body was found. Reed's defense team claims that she's the victim of a massive cover-up and is being framed for the murder of O'Keefe. Lots of drama. It is a fascinating trial. What's going on over there? And finally, the maker of the popular weight loss drug Wegovy says it's making the medication more affordable and more available. Novo Nordisk says it's going to be collaborating with telehealth companies that provide compounded or off-brand drugs that act the same way as Wegovy ClickPens do, but it will be cheaper. The company says the name brand version will now be delivered to homes for $499 plus the cost of a monthly telehealth service, which is about $100 a month. That's less than the cost of the drug without a discount. It's really expensive. And those are your 3 things.
Thank you, Gandhi.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
The only thing good about coming to work on a Monday is Teddy swims this year. You're the only good thing going on in our
I
beautiful
come
lives.
to work every Monday with Teddy Swims, and it's not that cool. I promise you that.
That feeling of owning your first Mercedes-Benz is hard to believe, but it's real. From the leather stitching to the iconic design, every element of a Mercedes lives up to its reputation. See for yourself at your local dealer. Offers are waiting.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Big news, Macy's Friends and Family event is happening right now. Use the code FRIEND and save 30% on brands like Steve Madden, Cuisinart, Clinique, and many more. But you got to hurry. It ends May 4th. Shop now at Macys.com or in-store.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
What a beautiful day yesterday here in New York City. Went out and had a lunch by myself. Went to Odeon, sat at the bar. Had some shrimp cocktail and a glass of white wine. That was my lunch. Sounds great, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because they have great shrimp cocktail. And very cold wine.
I wouldn't know. I don't eat that. But
You don't eat shrimp?
No.
You should. It's good.
I eat it if I have to. If it's a Friday during Lent and there's nothing else and we go out to dinner, I'm forced to eat it. I don't like it, but I'll do it.
Shrimp has its own handle. Yeah. Anyway, so walking around the city, I walked all the way over to Chinatown. I walked down. I walked over all the way to Greenwich Village and walked all the way back up to or down or wherever.
Yeah.
And it was just a great day. Talked to a lot of people. I actually stopped at a newsstand and bought some gum because I had really trash breath.
Okay.
And so the guy behind the counter actually used the word gnarly.
I love that word. I use it a lot.
Well, it's from a while back. Gnarly is like from the 90s, I guess.
Maybe.
And so there's a list of words that just are dated. I want to bring them back. I'll get into that in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Is Eric on the phone?
Eric is there.
All right. Okay, this is another interesting thing. Hello, Eric. Welcome to the show. I'm so glad that we could speak with you. Eric?
Oh, he's not glad to speak with us.
Why did he hang up? Did we hang up on Eric?
Eric? Hello?
Okay, there's a point here. Eric sent a text in, and I don't understand it.
Okay.
I'm hoping he can translate. Because some people will text, maybe they text too fast or, the words are misspelled. I don't know. And I'm trying to figure out what he wants. Because when you hear the text, you'll go, I don't understand what he's saying. But he seems like a nice guy, right?
He seemed very nice.
Maybe he got nervous and hung
I
up.
think he got nervous.
Oh.
Was it like an accidental, maybe his phone picked up what he was talking to somebody else about?
I don't know.
Not answer.
Well,
pick up. Why are you ghosting us, man?
All right, I'm gonna read the text. Ready? You tell me what you think he's saying. Well, keep trying. Don't give up. His text said, Episode Y is the dating scene trash plays. Are you truly happy? Episode from April 8th.
I know what that is.
You do?
Yes. That's about my podcast.
Oh.
What is he saying, though?
So I think what he's trying to say is that the episode is labeled incorrectly because we actually went and looked and that's not true. So the episode title, Why is the Dating Scene Trash? He's saying was playing an old episode, Are You Truly Happy? But we went and checked and it's not.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But do you see how, by reading this, I have no friggin' clue what he's saying?
With no context, you would have no idea what's going on.
By the way, there's no
hold on.
I don't have it.
Well, who's this? Who's on 19?
But that was the basic.
That's it?
That was the basic answer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thanks for listening. That's awesome.
Well, shame on him for not picking up the phone and hanging up on us and totally shirking his responsibility as a listener.
What's his name, Eric?
Yes.
Damn it, Eric.
Damn you, Eric. Anyway, but I will tell you this. We receive a lot of texts here at 55100. A lot of them don't make sense. And I want them to. I want to know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So if you would please, just a request, maybe proofread them before you push send.
Yeah. Or you have to make it a complete sentence.
Yes.
Because a lot of times people will respond to what we've said.
Right.
And then we don't see them for 5 minutes, 10 minutes later. So we're not really sure what you're talking about. So it sort of looks like you're yelling into the ether.
Yeah, right, exactly.
In people's defense, though, a lot of people do the talk to
Did
text.
you want to say something?
Yeah, people talk to text while driving, and sometimes it doesn't translate well. Or somebody's in the back seat saying something else, like they do specifically on my car.
I do that.
And sometimes it comes out gobbledygook when we get it.
It's true.
Yeah.
But I want it. If we didn't care about what you're saying, I wouldn't say anything.
Sure.
I'm just saying if you're going to text us, make sure it's grammatically correct. No slang.
All right, you're asking for a lot. You're asking for a lot.
What's that?
No gobbledygook.
No gobbledygook.
It's my favorite type of goop.
Is it gook or goop?
Goop.
Godly goop?
Goop. Goop. I always said goop. Gook?
It's gobbledygook?
It's gook. Gobbledygook.
Oh, I always said goop.
I always say goop too.
Well, I don't know. One may be correct. Well, I don't know the answer. Froggy, what's the answer there? Is it
I have no clue. Now, what about emojis? Can you send emojis?
No, we can't see them.
Okay.
They don't show.
I didn't know.
All right, so back to this conversation I was having. Okay.
It's gook.
So this guy yesterday said,
What is it? It's gook?
Gook.
Gobbledygook.
Gook. Yes.
I thought it was goop.
No.
It's gobbledygook. Gook. I don't know. Do we know why? Is gook a racial thing?
God, I hope not. Can we change it to goop just to be safe?
Yeah.
Sure.
Gobbledygook.
Yeah. If I don't know. Gobbledygook. What?
It started in 1944 from a representative in Texas.
But what does it mean? Like just look.
Reportedly made up the word in imitation of the noise a turkey makes.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
What the hell's wrong with us?
I feel like we still don't know any more than we did when we started this conversation.
But it's more fun now, Frog. It's more fun.
Okay. Whatever.
I didn't understand what he said. It was just a bunch of.
It's a pretty good turkey.
Oh, see, Eric's trying to get through to us, but now it's too late. It's water under the bridge, Eric.
Aw.
Now we understand
I
what
love
you're
you,
saying.
Eric, for caring.
Where did that saying come from?
What, water under the bridge? Well, see, that's a visual. You know what water under the bridge means.
Right.
It means
It's gone? It's past?
It's the same as saying, oh, let's leave that alone. It's in the rear view mirror, meaning it's behind us.
Yeah. Nate's got all the old man sayings. I usually just go to Nate when I want to know that.
Okay, so this guy used the word gnarly yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking there are so many slang words that are just so outdated that we should keep on. We should bring these back. It's like here on our show. We play a lot of new music, and every once in a while you'll hear something from 1974. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's get some gobbledygook. So gnarly is the word. Stoked.
Love it.
See, stoked is great.
See, I think these words are all back.
Yeah.
And I love the word sweet. I use the word sweet all the time.
Okay.
Sweet. Here's one. If someone says something that you really, really agree with, word.
Yeah, see, I
Is
feel
word-
like all these are still here. Yeah.
Word? I don't hear word enough.
I thought word was replaced with bet.
Bet. Peace is always good instead of goodbye. Dude, tight, okie dokie, no.
I use it all the time.
Okay, but Nate, see, I'm trying to say that these old slang terms are still kind of cool, and then Nate will go, well, I've got one. What is it? I like to say, now we're cooking with gas.
That's right. Seriously, you know what I'm talking about.
What were we cooking with before?
I don't know.
Well, gas just takes it up a notch.
Okay, let's get really crazy. Can you dig it?
Okay.
I like Can You Dig It? Is something still da bomb? Anyway? No? Hella? No? And then here comes Nate. Well, you know what? I think so hip. You are so great. I find you are the bee's knees.
I use that.
Yep.
The bee's knees.
Bees don't even have knees.
I know, it doesn't make sense.
Do
Bogus. And then here's Nate. Oh, how about whippersnapper?
Ah, yeah. That's poppycock.
Home slice.
Bees do have knees.
What?
Bees
This is
have
crazy.
knees?
Yeah. They have 6 legs, and each leg has a joint between the femur and tibia bones.
Oh, my God. I thought that was just a bunch of...
But they don't have kneecaps, so, there's that.
Jeez Louise. Bring that back. Do you still... But see, I'm getting tired of bruh.
Oh, God, I hate that.
And I really think it's so weird if someone calls someone who's female a bruh.
Oh, yeah.
But it's all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
See, I make it a point to say okie doke in texting because I just feel like writing okay. Sometimes people interpret it the wrong way. Like, oh, are you all right? Why are you so short? What's going on? So I'll write okie doke.
I was talking to a good friend of ours yesterday, King Saladin.
Mm-hmm.
He met another friend of ours who I find very interesting. And I said, yeah, he's a cool cat. Calling people a cat. I think cats, can we bring that back in?
Why not?
Hey, Diamond's a cool cat. Hey, Diamond. Diamond, you're a cat. You're a cool cat.
Oh, I like that.
Are you okay with cool cat?
Yeah, I love it.
When I hear people calling someone a cat, I think of like jazz age. I think of Harlem jazz performers. You're a cool cat.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's Gary?
I always say, oh, snap. Is that still in? Like, snap. I guess not.
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely, snap.
Or dope. That's dope.
That's dope.
All right, do we agree snap is good?
Snap is fine.
Yeah.
Snap and dope.
I think you should say whatever you want to say and not worry about if other people think it's cool.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure I say half of the stuff on that list.
Right. Because you're a cool cat.
Cool cat.
And you're not full of gobbledygook.
Oh, I'm definitely full of that.
If someone's turning us on right now, they're like, what? Yeah, that's what it's all about. All right, we have a Fabulous Finds free money phone tap on the way?
Do not steal my fabulous finds.
Well, I don't think you invented it. No offense.
I did.
All right, so we're giving away some cool cat stuff.
Okay.
It's the bee's knees.
It'll be sweet. It'll be sick.
Oh, jeez.
And that's coming up next with the phone tap.
Want to hear all about the weird, wild stories you didn't learn in school? Let my best friend Patty Steele and her podcast, The Backstory with Patty Steele, be your guide. What are you working on, Patty?
Well, here's the deal, Elvis. Imagine your dad wanting to include you in everything he does, from the movies he makes to his serious drug issues. This is about Robert Downey Jr. and his evolution from movie star to prison inmate and back to superstar.
The Backstory with Patty Steele. New episodes every Tuesday and Friday. Listen on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The free crap phone tap.
Okay, look. So today's my day to choose the free crap for the free crap phone tap. So we went to my office, and I now know more than ever I'm a hoarder. Because everything you guys picked up and told me to give away, I'm like, no, I can't give that away.
You did. And you were like, no, that's mine. No, but I like that.
Exactly.
Oh.
But what I'm going to do with it, it's going to stay in my office.
Okay.
We did find a lot of stuff. And some of it's kind of a retread of stuff you gave away from your offices.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, the new Kids on the Block blanket.
Oh, nice.
But that was a hot ticket.
It is a hot
People
ticket.
wanted that.
Everyone wanted it, and you gave it away the other day. I'm going to give mine away.
Aw.
It's the boys from New Kids on the Block. Look at this.
Look at it.
I never actually saw it.
That's so cute.
They're celebrating their show in Vegas, right?
That's awesome.
So I mean, this blanket it hurts me to give this away.
Yeah.
But the New Kids on the Block blanket.
Okay.
Now, the other day, you gave away half of a champagne bottle filled with M&Ms with your face on it. Who was that?
That was Nate.
I'm giving away a whole champagne bottle, still sealed,
Whoa.
with M&Ms with my face on them.
That's cool. Someone will want that.
This is premium stuff. That's not crap at all.
No.
That is premium, fabulous finds.
And they're Buckeye colors, if anyone cares. The Ohio State University. We love that.
We are.
Here, giving this away right here is really going to hurt me.
What is it?
It's a bottle of my Tums heartburn and sleep support. It's got melatonin and Tums in it, so you can go to sleep, not have heartburn.
Oh, that's
That might actually hurt you. You might need some of those.
No.
Okay.
I got plenty. Now, our friends at Nutella gave us these personalized Nutella jars, and mine has Elvis written on it. It's full of Nutella, never been opened.
Wow.
I mean, it expired November of last year.
Best by November of last year. That means it's still good because it's Best Buy.
Oh.
It's still good.
I don't think Nutella ever goes bad in my book. It's always good.
Oh, it's all falling.
Stuff's falling.
I can't give that away.
Okay.
But I'm going to give you all of this in a Trader Joe's insulated tote bag.
No!
Wow.
Do you know when those tote bags go on sale in Trader Joe's, they cannot keep them in stock? They sell out so fast.
Oh, wow.
Mine is stained with all the spilled food it's had in it, including this steel ladle. It still has remnants of my soup on it.
Oh, gross.
And some recyclable tinfoil.
Yes, reuse. That's important.
By the way, Scotty, we have to clean this Trader Joe's thing out before we send it.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure you get that done.
Yay, Scotty Ships.
No, Scotty Ships doesn't clean, he ships.
All right, so once again, it's the new Kids of the Block blanket, the sealed champagne bottle of M&Ms with my face on them, the nice dose of Tums with melatonin, the Nutella with Elvis written on it, all in a Trader Joe's insulated tote bag.
That will be clean, we promise.
You have hit the mother lode.
This is actually some cool stuff.
Fabulous fun.
This is it is a Trader Joe's insulated bag filled with fabulous finds.
Okay. And a ladle.
And a ladle. Now, I keep the ladle.
Okay.
Ladles are
Good
hard
ladle.
to come by.
Yeah.
So if you want to win it all with the free crap phone tap, be caller 100 now at 800-242-0100.
Don't answer the phone. Elvis Duran. The Elvis Duran phone tap.
The return of Michael Oppenheimer.
The email says, my mom, Ann, just took all of her money out of Girl Throwing Bank because one day they didn't allow her to deposit a check into my account. She's been doing it for years. She hates them now. Wouldn't it be great if you called as a telemarketer trying to get us back as customers?
Oh, no.
Mom will go bonkers. This comes to us from Nicole in Cedarhurst. Nicole, phone tapping her mom, Ann. Here's the setup. Nicole's at home with her mom, listening in as Scary makes the call as Michael Oppenheimer, the relentless phone solicitor. Shall we listen in?
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon. This is Mr. Michael Oppenheimer with Throwing the Bank. How are you doing today, miss?
What can I do for you?
We noticed that you have a choice in banks, and we'd like to know if you'd like to reopen an account with us here at Throwing Bank.
I went there to put in my income tax, and this woman told me that it was totally impossible to put that check into that account when I've been doing it for the past I don't know how many years. She was very nasty about it, so I decided to take my money out of that account.
A lot of securities are in place at Throwing Bank, and I think that they might have been in the right in telling you that the check might not have been able to be deposited at that time.
No, it doesn't matter. I don't deal with that bank anymore. I went to a new bank.
All right, Throwing Bank has incredible interest checking now at 2.5%.
I already made my decision. I will not go back to that bank. I already put my money in another bank, and that's all there is.
We also offer free checks and internet banking where you can pay your bills online.
No,
Okay.
thank you. I'm not interested.
We do have a brokerage service available to you at this time.
No, thank you.
What is your address, please?
Why is that? I don't need to give you my address. I don't even belong to the bank no more. Hello?
Oh, yes. Good afternoon.
Do me a favor. Please stop calling here.
This is Mr. Michael Oppenheimer from Throwing Bank. I believe.
Please do not call here again. Otherwise, I'm going to the bank and I'm making a complaint.
I
told you I do not want to deal with Throwing Bank.
But Throwing Bank has the best financing and interest checking that you'll find anywhere in the entire continental United States.
Am I talking to somebody or is this a machine?
This is Mr. Michael Oppenheimer. Maybe we could interest you.
No, do not call me again. I'm going to the bank now and I'm making a complaint. If you call this house one more time, there's going to be a problem. Now, you called 3 times already and I want it stopped.
There's no reason to get crazy, Mrs. Hello? I can hear you, ma'am.
Could you? I want you to stop calling my house.
This is Mr. Michael Oppenheimer. Maintaining our customers' trust and confidence is very important to us. We'd like to go ahead and reopen that account now.
No.
Can I have your permission on tape so we can...
No, I don't want you to open up my account. I don't like that bank, and I took my money out.
We'd like to have the money back into the account if possible. Yes.
I want to speak to somebody, not a machine.
I am not a machine, miss.
Well, then stop calling me because I'm going over to the bank right now. I have your name, and I'm telling you, I do not want that account open again.
Mrs. Green, I am a human being, and I can open your account. All you have to do is say yes.
No.
We can send you a check for $10, and you can cash that check.
No.
Would you like the bonus of $10?
No.
We can give you $10 for free.
No.
Where else can you get money for free?
No, thank you.
What is your email address, miss?
None of your business.
Maybe we could send some literature to your house
No,
that would
please,
change your
no.
mind about
Oh, now,
Throwing
you
Bank.
want it? Please do not send me anything.
You're being very difficult at this time.
Yes, I am. I am.
You sound very irate, Mrs.
Yeah?
Green.
Really? You know what? You could keep calling here, but when you call back, I'm going to have the police here to let them listen to what a pain in the ass that you are. Okay? I told you no the first time. Now, do not call my house again because right now my daughter's on her cell phone calling the police so they could come here and listen to how you keep bothering me.
Take a breath, Mrs. Green.
Excuse me. Do not call me again. Hello.
Yes, this is Mr. Michael Oppenheimer with Throwing Bank
I asked
again.
you not to bother me again.
I'm not bothering you. I'm just telling you about some of our goods and services we have that might change your mind
Listen
about
to
us.
me. I have the police on my cell phone. They're listening to everything you say. Do not call my house no more. I don't want to open up any account.
We would like to throw in a free credit card at this time. No questions.
You call here every minute.
Mrs. Green, I'm going to go ahead and open that account for you. How does that sound?
No.
We'd like to congratulate you on your brand new account.
I did not give you permission.
I heard it.
You heard okay? I did not give you permission, and you better not have opened up an account for me because I'm going to sue the bank.
And we are going to put a complimentary $10 bill in that account. How does that sound?
And he said he opened it up for me. He heard me say yes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to the police station.
You're not talking to the police.
Yes, I am.
Mrs. Green, I think it would be in my best interest to tell you at this time that this is Scary Jones and you've been phone tapped.
Hey, call the police!
By your daughter.
Oh, my God, I'm going to kill her!
Is she there?
Yeah, she's laughing. Thank you, Nicole!
The Elvis Duran phone tap.
There it is. It's not just a phone tap. It's the free crap phone tap. And I'm telling you right now, this is not crap. This is all good stuff.
It is good stuff.
It's all good stuff. So we're about to change someone's life. And we're going to add a bonus item we didn't even mention. Oh, my God. That's going to be a life changer right there. Hello, Lacey.
Hello.
Hello, lady.
Hello.
Lacey. Hello, Lacey.
Hello, lady.
Hello, Lacey. Welcome to the show, Lacey. How are you feeling so far this fine, fabulous Wednesday morning?
You know, it started out a little rough, but I think it's getting a little better.
Good.
Okay, well, I hope you're sitting down. Are you sitting down?
I am, yes.
Okay. You just won the fabulous Wednesday Fabulous Finds free money phone tap without the money prize package.
Yeah, baby.
All right.
Yay!
Now, were you or are you a NKOTB fan? New Kids on the Block.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, their residency in Las Vegas, big news item. They sent us these exclusive New Kids on the Block blankets with their pictures all over it.
Fantastic.
You have that in your prize pack. Also, M&M's. Our friends at M&M's sent us these champagne bottles sealed but filled with M&M's with our pictures on them. You're going to get the M&M champagne bottle with my face on all the M&M's. Eat them wisely. You'll love them.
I absolutely will.
I will melt in your mouth and not in your hand. Now,
I can't wait.
I know. Also, you have Tums that not only will relieve heartburn, but also have melatonin in them, so you'll sleep and have a nice sleep. Also, Nutella, the bottle personalized with my name on it. It's like the Elvis Duran Nutella bottle.
Yeah.
You got that?
Yes.
Collector's item.
It is a collector's item, even though it was best by November of 2024.
It never goes bad.
It's also going to be delivered in a world-famous Trader Joe's insulated tote bag. These are difficult to find.
Very hard to find.
Now,
you know what? I've heard.
Now, Gandhi, do you want to tell her what the bonus item is?
Yes.
I pulled this out of my office just for you.
You did. It is a beautiful fake plant meant to brighten any room that I gave Elvis maybe a year or two ago when we moved into these offices.
It's dusty.
Yes.
And it's fake, and it's going to make your life so fabulous.
It's going to make you so happy.
It will be the perfect addition to my classroom. I'm a teacher.
Yes.
There you go.
That's perfect.
There you go. So congratulations. You won it all. It's all delivered in that Trader Joe's insulated tote bag.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
It is hard to part with these things, but you know, you deserve them, Lacey. Lacey, go have a beautiful day, and thank you so much for listening to us.
Yes, you guys too. Thank you so much.
I love you. Hold on one second. She's great. She's got spunk. She's got sass.
Yeah.
We have another free crap phone tap with fabulous finds tomorrow. Who's in charge of tomorrow's?
I think Gandhi.
Gandhi?
Okay.
Gandhi, can you do it?
Done. Absolutely.
Can you pull it off?
Yes.
All right. Danielle, what do you have coming up? What do you have?
We're going to talk about Shabuzi and how much he loves Jelly Roll. And Glorilla is officially working on her sophomore album.
Perfect.
That's weird. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Big news, Macy's Friends and Family event is happening right now. Use the code FRIEND and save 30% on brands like Steve Madden, Cuisinart, Clinique, and many more. But you got to hurry. It ends May 4th. Shop now at Macy's.com or in store.
Our next guest is the host of the nationally syndicated Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
My list of phases. Okay, gay.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show. Every morning I listen to you and Gandhi and Danielle.
Don't worry, you're not going to feel anything. It's fine.
I don't know if I would listen to that show.
Welcome to Elvis
And the Morning Show.
It's so surreal, you know, Jimmy Fallon is screaming your name.
Yeah, it's crazy.
In ecstasy. Anyway, you know, between where we're sitting right now on 55th Street and 6th Avenue in Manhattan, right down 6th Avenue is Radio City and NBC, where Jimmy Fallon does his show every day, right? I consider that a trail. I feel it's New York City, so you know you're out in nature.
Yeah.
Of course, nature, is the smell of, nuts. They're roasting.
Yes.
Hot dog stands.
Yep.
Urine. We got it all.
A tinge of horse poop.
Exactly. We got it all. Anyway, Gandhi, another gift you gave to this show is your relationship with Rails to Trails.
Yes. I love them.
And I it's kind of funny when you brought them to us, I already had their app Trail Link on my phone. Because, out in Santa Fe, we have a lot of trails, and I'm always on the trail.
Yep.
And so you got to know them really well. And there's one person in specific, Brandy Horton, who's their, I believe, Vice President of Communications. Right? She's here. Hi, Brandy.
Hey, I'm so glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here. Gandhi, and I was telling you when you came in, she talks about you so much, we have to shut her down.
Yes. I'm a pusher. When I like something, I'm like, you should try this. Did you know how great this was? And it's good because you can get outside in safe spaces. You can walk. They have bike trails, all kinds of stuff. And I'm just like, this is what we need right now.
Well, there's nothing better than being in New York City and being able to get into nature in like 2 seconds on the trail. That's what I'm in Washington, D.C. I say that all the time. Like you're literally 2 blocks away from a main road, but you're immersed in nature. You see birds, you see water. And all of a sudden, all that stress, gone.
Well, so I'm glad you brought that up. I've never used TrailLink in Manhattan. So I did. And all around us are trails. Mm-hmm. Okay, so tell everyone listening, Brandy, what Rails to Trails is all about, how it started, just quickly, and how it became so popular as well.
Sure. So Rails to Trails Conservancy started in the mid-'80s when a lot of railroad corridors were going out of service. And so communities across the country were like, what are we going to do with these spaces? They're just kind of hanging out. And Congress made it possible for people to turn those unused railroads into trails. So over the course of the past 40 years, we've gone from about 100 miles of multi-use trail in the country to over 42,000 miles.
Wow. And right downtown we have the High Line, which is
it's incredible.
So visited by people that come in from around the world. And we're on in Des Moines, Iowa, which you have an incredible trail
My
there.
favorite trail there, the Raccoon River Valley Trail, which is also part of the Great American Rail Trail, which goes from Washington, D.C. to Washington State. But it's my favorite. It was my first that I visited as part of the Rails to Trails Conservancy team, and it brings to life all of the ways that trails make our communities better. People are out there, they're visiting with each other. The businesses have signs. A dentist's office has a sign that says, come in and use our bathroom, trail users, because, there might not be a place open for them to go. It's just so incredible. It just shows you how communities really rally around these spaces.
I love it.
I do too. And I was quizzing her because she has gone to so many of the different trails, and I'm asking her about, what is it like in Texas? And she has great stories about every single one of them. But I just think, especially if you are in a city and you just need a little bit of relief to get away from the horns and the horse poop and whatever it is, they have trails everywhere. It's my favorite thing.
Oh, see, I'd run for trails that do have horse poop.
I'm sure some of them also do.
Okay. As you're running away from the horse poop, I'm trying to find it.
There's something about horse poop in a city street that just doesn't vibe with me.
City street. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. So you're saying, Brandy, your favorite trail is in Des Moines.
That's right.
Now, what are some of your other favorite trails around the country?
I have so many. There's one in Washington State, the Olympic Discovery Trail, which goes out into the Olympic Peninsula and the national park there that is just like epically beautiful. It is really gorgeous. Trails that have tunnels are so cool. Because
that scares me.
It's a little creepy, but also like what an experience. You're going kind of at like walking or biking through this place that trains used to go. You're like in the middle of a mountain. Some of them have lights, some of them don't have lights. The ones without lights are really creepy.
Now, another thing I find fascinating about rail trails, they don't have trains on them anymore, I'm assuming, but there's history there. You learn about how the country moved. You learned what was being transported on these rails years and years. I mean, you're talking how many years ago?
Hundreds in some situations, right? Back into the 1800s. And all these towns, they were rail towns. And so now when the trail comes back through, they come back to life as trail towns, and they still have all that history, and they're so proud of it. And they want to tell you about it. So sometimes you go into these small towns and all the community's like, hey, let us come into our history museum, come into our small business that's been here for, 75 years, eat our food. And you get to meet America in a way that you don't when you're driving down the highway. And that is really special. I think that's really what makes this country great.
And this is a nonprofit.
That is a nonprofit. Yep.
Right, the Conservancy, right?
Yes.
Nate, what are we doing?
Well,
did you get the big check?
You know what? I think that's wasteful these days.
Okay, so translation. Translation. They didn't order the big check.
It's so wasteful, Elvis.
We want to make a contribution.
Oh, thank you.
To the Rails to Trails Conservancy. But we usually have that big fake check. Someone forgot to order it. Maybe because of the tariffs, it's too expensive. I don't know.
Too expensive now.
So we're going to Venmo you.
Perfect.
Personally.
We should get like a big cell phone.
Yeah.
Yes.
With the Venmo app pulled up.
Yeah, we get my QR code for you.
Exactly, with a QR code. So on behalf of our morning show, we want to contribute $5,000.
Thank you.
To the Rails.
That's amazing.
To Trails Conservancy right now.
Yay.
Oh, we
what
appreciate it so
What you're
much.
doing is so cool. You know, America is so rich with history, and this is another way to enjoy and appreciate the history and get outside.
Yeah.
Hang out with squirrels.
You know what, though? I feel like there's a business thing here.
What's that?
Like that you guys can make some money. If you guys got like with a treadmill company or a bike company and then you went and you made videos of all these places, even like learning the history of the places and putting it in people's homes for people who can't get to the certain location.
If Peloton is listening.
That's a great idea, right?
Peloton, welcome
Peloton, yeah.
We would
Nordic
welcome
track.
that.
Come
Yeah.
on, let's go, guys.
And a question for our friend Scary, who loves to walk as long as it's not a hill. So I'm thinking a lot of these trails, because they have tracks next to them, maybe they're easier, more intermediate and easy rather than difficult.
Hard to say easy because everybody's experience is different, but trains didn't like to go up hills, so you can pretty much count on rail trails being at a steady grade.
So you're like our in-house choo-choo?
Fantastic. I'm great at going downhill. Downhill, I'm in.
Yeah, you need. If I can go to the trail link, if I can go to the app and you just give him downhill.
Well, it shows elevation in the app, which is huge. So you can see, like, is this one that's actually going to go uphill a little bit, or is this one that's pretty flat? So you can make a good choice for you.
I'm inspired.
Now he's
love it.
inspired.
I love it.
So, Brandy, thank you for coming in. Brandy Horton
I love you guys.
Of course, Rails to Trails Conservancy. Online, we find you
railstotrails.org.
Thank you. It's kind of easy.
You're
And
welcome.
the Trail Link app, every phone should have one.
It's the best. It
All
really
right.
is incredible.
So who's in charge of Venmoing $5,000? I don't know.
You are.
Okay, I'll figure it out.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much for coming in, Brandy.
Yay!
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Have a great day. And enjoy the trails of New York City.
Elvis Duran
He just keeps opening his mouth.
and the morning show.
Big news, Macy's Friends and Family event is happening right now. Use the code FRIEND and save 30% on brands like Steve Madden, Cuisinart, Clinique, and many more. But you got to hurry. It ends May 4th. Shop now at Macy's.com or in-store.
Live from the Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
All right, well, we've got an interview going on, but there's no one here to interview. Hello?
Interview.
Hello? Will you bring our where are they?
Nate's out there probably flirting with them both.
Nate, can you bring them in? We're on. Bring them in. Oh, there they are.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
We're live. Don't use the F word. Hi, Amy, Elvis.
Welcome to the show. Hello. Welcome. How you doing?
I'm not black. There's a reason I said that. We'll get to that in just a second. We have to.
Morning.
Amy Robach and TJ Holmes, of course. Amy and TJ from the world famous Amy and TJ podcast here on iHeartRadio.
Nice.
The reason why I just had to remind TJ that I'm not black.
Yes.
And look at me, I'm as far away. I'm translucent.
It was confusing. I wasn't sure, but yes, I get it now. Yes.
So
could pass.
our producer Andrew is also producer of the Amy and TJ podcast. And so, how long was it? How long went by until you had to remind TJ that you're not black?
So there was a moment, TJ, when you were doing the podcast, and you looked at me at one point and said, "Right, brother?" And I was like, "Oh." No. I don't think he means me as a brother that way, right?
Robot, tell him. You've known me forever. This is something I always use.
He calls men my brother. He calls all the women my sister. My sister.
Then we stand corrected.
Yeah, it's just a term of endearment. I'd say that to everybody, kid, little boys or whatever. Hey, my brother. It's just a thing I've always done.
Well, I must say, it made me feel good. It made me feel accepted.
Included, right? You're a part of things.
Did it make you feel black for just a second?
It was a blip of black.
Okay, a blip of black.
I love how you say it, right? Because if you deliver it like Hulk Hogan, no black at all.
That's okay. I'm gonna use a blip of black.
It's a black blip.
We gotta use that.
Yeah, and Hulk Hogan is whiter than me.
Yes.
So there's that.
Than most. Yes,
It's true.
Okay. So, why are we here for a race discussion?
Looks like our time is up.
Okay, yes.
Hey, so, let's bring everyone up to speed. What's going on here? Now, to start at the beginning for us anyway, years ago on Good Morning America, ABC, one of the biggest, arguably the biggest morning shows ever. Back then when you guys were on, the ratings were at the top. There was a big national story about how you two worked together and then you were together. Which is not an unusual story. No. I mean, I've had sex with half of these people.
Oh, my gosh. You weren't supposed to tell anybody.
Everyone except Danielle and me.
But which half? As I look around the room.
Anyway, I mean, the true story came out that you were both in marriages that were already on the decline and already done.
Yeah, we were in the middle of divorces.
Exactly.
Divorce proceedings were going on, yes.
But that was your secret. Then it came out and blew up and blah, blah, blah. And so you left the network. And now here you are now with this podcast with us in our hallways, and it's good to have you here.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here. We love being in live studios. We do miss the live element, so this is a real treat for us to be on the radio live. That's something that we love our iHeart podcast and our family, but this is fun.
It is fun. Plus, you don't have to get dressed. I mean, even though you're dressed very well. It's just, there's no makeup.
No hair and makeup, none of that.
And me, I have no hair, so I have no hair. And I must say, before we get going, your daughter, Ava, Amy, was one of our favorite interns of all time. If I could, we would have kept her here.
She would have stayed. She would have never left. She talks about you guys all the time. But she brings enthusiasm with her everywhere she goes.
She's amazing. Even though you let her live in a roach-infested apartment.
I allowed her to move into my apartment for a period of time. Yes. I did. And I paid for all the exterminators, by the way.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, she forgot to tell us that part. She left that part out of the story.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Really?
How do you think she paid for all of that?
Oh, wow. That place was so nasty.
It was so gross.
Nasty. Well, we love good and nasty apartment stories. Hey, so let's talk about the podcast. We love, and Andrew set this up with us very well. It's an anything goes conversation. A conversation about, of course, you also do the daily news. What's the podcast that's daily news?
Morning Run. That's the fun. That's the one we are really excited and proud of.
Let's talk about that first.
Well, the Morning Run. I mean, people, Look, there's so many podcasts out there, but day in, day out, if you're just on a quick commute on a train and you just had a 20-minute ride, you just want to get caught up. And you know what we're getting to do now is to talk and deliver news the way we wish we would have when we were on TV.
What's the difference?
There's such a traditional way of speaking. Yeah. It's not as colloquial as we are able to be on our podcast now.
Sources say the president was determined to, you just have to use these words. Now we're just talking.
Yeah, and this was just yesterday. This is something we would never say on broadcast news. We were talking about Harvard, right, and what's going on with Harvard, and Trump's going after Penn, the University of Pennsylvania now. And we said we're waiting to see if Penn is going to have the same kiss our Ivy League asses approach that Harvard does.
You're not going to see that on ABC.
We would never say that. But we talk. That's delivering the news. The same story. It's just we're able to just have a different type of conversation. We're really proud of the Morning Run.
It is a big difference between, we'll use radio as our example, or podcasting versus network TV. Because every once in a while I used to do fill-in over on NBC, this and that, and I've always felt like we were just choked, and we were not. I actually called someone a D-bag on the Today Show one day.
Oh, damn.
I was on with Kathy Lee Gifford back then. I called someone a D-bag, and then someone came in during the commercial and said, they just came down from upstairs and said, you can't use the term D-bag on NBC.
Wow.
Wow.
There are lots of rules.
I know, but do you know how much more fascinating these shows would be if they allowed them just to be?
Exactly.
Can you say penis? Because we can say penis here. It's very exciting.
Well, right now we can say anything, but when we were on the air, I was really actually bowled over because here's the deal. You can say... I don't know if I can say it on the radio.
Well, I don't know.
None of us know.
BITCH? Okay. Bitch. So even you could say slut, you could say bitch, but you couldn't say like GD, or you couldn't say, we couldn't even say Schitt's Creek.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we did for a while. We toyed with that too.
We had to say like Bleep Creek or something. But I was like, but I can say someone's a bitch?
Yeah.
That's insane to me.
You also couldn't say, was it vagina you can say?
There were we couldn't say specific female body
parts.
I
think it depends on how you use the word.
If it's a medical term, if you're talking in a medical term.
We still weren't allowed. Seriously, we were not.
Bitch is never a medical term.
Ever.
Not that one.
No, I'm just saying it's funny that there are so many regulations, like nobody cares that you use that word. But you can't call a man a D word.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
People get away with saying crappier stuff about women than they do about men.
I call people
That was
dicks.
where I was
I
going
call
with
people
that.
dicks all the time.
You do. They couldn't.
They couldn't.
Okay, on there.
You can call a woman a bitch, but you can't call a man a dick.
That's not
There you
good.
go.
Yeah,
Do
that's
you
not
remember,
good.
Elvis, who was it? Do you remember who you called the D-bag? Who was it?
It was someone in the news. I don't remember.
Don't remember?
who. But they were a D-bag.
He wants to know there was someone in the newsroom.
But I didn't say douche. I said
Yeah.
D.
He's a D-bag.
I didn't say douchebag. Yeah. So
Okay, sorry. Okay.
This is in the So you have here with Amy and TJ a classic example of people who were on network TV for years, who had this great personality, who had interesting, colorful things to say and commentary, but couldn't do it because they were working in the confines of this structure that's set into place by these big companies and on these TV networks.
Yeah. And it's funny because it took us a while. It took me probably a little bit longer to unwind and to not be in that lane because you've done it for so long. I mean, I had 27 years broadcasting. You have a filter that is rock solid at that point. So then to get in front of the mics and be able to tell the news in a fun, informative, but loose way has been really freeing and really exhilarating. It took me a little while, but this guy is one of the smartest and funniest dudes I've ever worked with in my life. So to be able to do it every day with him without the constraints of network news has just been awesome. So it's worth getting up at 3 a.m. every morning.
Oh boy!
Oh
Well,
God!
wow! It's
Like
not,
us.
No, gravity's evil at that hour. Wow. So when you first started doing Amy and TJ the podcast, and you started just talking about real life, whatever, did it take you a while to just go, okay, wait, can we say that? I mean, were you editing yourself a little bit?
Of course, yes, because it's like you're on autopilot. That was your bread and butter to make sure you didn't say the wrong thing. And so it was suddenly, wait, we can kind of say whatever we want and we can actually give an informed opinion, because that was the other thing. You know, when you're, especially the roles that we had in the news, we weren't analysts. We were there to report the facts, ma'am. So we didn't get to say what we thought or bring in experience or anything. So this has been really cool to be able to express opinions.
But also the facts that you were reading and reporting on were facts written by someone who obviously could have a lean one way or another.
Absolutely.
Without doubt.
Absolutely.
But see, the only time I see talking heads on network TV actually being real is if they're doing a sad story. And then every once in a while you'll see a journalist, actually cry.
Yeah.
Because they're talking about something that's just so tragic, the death of kids on a playground or whatever, and they're supposed to just read the teleprompter, what's written for them, and then they stop.
Because your voice starts to crack.
You take a gulp and they cry.
That's so funny you say that. I was known for crying on the air. I did a segment called Tell TJ that really went out and told these personal stories of people just doing heroic things. They weren't sad stories. They were inspiring stories. But tears always came. But if you don't read and that's okay to be a human being. We're just getting a chance to do that at every breath now.
Well, then we should have just as much license on TV in crying about something. You should also be able to, call someone a stupid a-hole. I don't know. What do you think?
So you guys are free and easy now, and you can insert your opinions. If you ever wanted to go back to network, which I don't know if you do or not, does this make that harder now that people have seen behind the curtain?
I think it makes it better. Because I think now, look, we've also been careful not to give political opinions. I mean, I'm talking about just relying on our experiences, but bringing in some personal information. But I think we felt so free. You said this the other day. It would be fun to go back onto network news now and be the version of ourselves, the version of the journalists we've now become. And I think, it's an enhanced version.
Well, then someone needs to be smart enough to let you do that.
Well, we haven't asked to. That sounds crazy. We have not in, 2 years now, had any representative of ours make any inquiry to any news network for a job for us. We haven't asked. We have no interest at this point. Don't get me wrong, if the right thing came along, maybe. But we have gotten into this lane, this zone. We cannot believe how happy we are and how much we are enjoying what we're doing, to where we're forgetting about that other life and that other thing we used to do.
Okay, well, see, what you're talking about, TJ, is very important. Because someone right now is in the car driving to work, and they're on that way to the office where they're making sausage every day, the same thing every day, wishing they had this life in the rearview mirror, and they're doing something that's more exciting. It may not pay the same, or it may not be the same.
It doesn't.
But after this segment,
oh no. Okay, so another thing, it's interesting about talking about podcasting with Amy and TJ. You don't really start off in a fast lane in podcasting unless you're just like a handful of people who are making tens of millions of dollars or hundreds. It doesn't pay for a couple of years. So that's why we talked to Andrew. So Andrew's in charge of podcasting around here. How come it's such a piss poor industry?
I think it's because there's 47 million bajillion podcasts, so it's hard to fight and to find your lane. So then you really have to like kind of figure out what you could be the best of in a small category. Like Scotty and I, we are the best food podcasters, asterisk, of cereal, asterisk, with two guys doing it. So that means we're number one in that lane. And that's what you got to do.
Is it an asterisk or an asterisk?
Asterisk.
Just asking.
Isk?
Isk. Okay, just make it.
Okay, yeah.
See, I just totally took us off the train.
Did we mention he's our best producer?
Okay, so out of everyone in this room, Andrew, you know Amy and TJ better than anyone else. What is it we're not talking about that you know that they would love to go off on?
Oh wow!
I feel like you guys talking about maybe your
drug use.
No. Okay, I did hear about the edible before the Botox. And I did bring that up. I'm sorry, Amy.
By the way, Amy, it's been a while since I've had Botox, as you can tell. But one time I was on a major effer edible. I had to think about that. And I went in to get my Botox.
Oh, big mistake.
The thing is, when you get Botox, you can hear the liquid entering your skull.
It crackles.
And I was like, this should be freaking me out, and it didn't. But I heard you freaked out.
Well, because if you've ever been on an edible, it's great because it makes you have an enhanced, like, I feel like all your nerve endings are firing up. Like, it really gives you an enhanced experience. I didn't realize before I went into Botox that was going to be enhanced pain because all of a sudden, like, everything I felt like fire. It was so much more painful, and I thought, never again.
I was just kind of freaking out, not because of pain, just because of the sound in my skull.
After that story, Elvis, you're definitely not black. Definitely.
Okay.
There's no.
I can show you several reasons why I'm definitely not black.
Not even a blip after the Botox thing.
Okay, give me more examples.
I think meeting each other's families, that was a super interesting story.
Well, okay.
See, I have known her parents for the longest. We were best friends for years and years before we ever started dating. So I hung out with her parents and we're cool. And so it was bizarre to then hang out with them again for the first time as her boyfriend. Now, things weren't necessarily awkward because I'm comfortable and know them well, but there was a lot of adjustment in our life because we naturally transitioned into a relationship. We have a solid foundation of a friendship. I recommend that to anybody listening. There's probably, if you're looking for somebody to date, there's somebody in your life probably right now who is the person for you. And that, we never would have thought about that, but our foundation of friendship was so good that some of that transition was easy, even if awkward. It was just a brand new thing. People were used to seeing us in a certain way.
That's true. And I think even for our kids, because my daughters babysat TJ's daughter since she was 1. So they all knew each other. So then to suddenly transition into another role, it took a little bit of massaging and everyone kind of getting used to it.
This is either a Hallmark movie or this is a movie. This is a screenplay.
Well, we all spent Christmas together. Like, we all had a blast. And it was fun because there was this base of knowing one another and liking one another, and so we had a blast at Christmas.
Well, let me ask you a question though. You were good friends, I guess, reportedly for at least 10 years before you were romantically involved.
It was 8 years, right? 8 years.
Okay, it's still a long time. But you were good friends, and TJ was talking about how you had this foundation of friendship, and then it turned into something more. Why is it we fall in love with people and have relationships with people in a romantic way, in a serious way, and then when it's over, we never speak to them again? It makes me feel like, well, were we ever really friends? I would never treat a friend like that, but why this friend? Well, do you understand the dynamics I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Do you know?
I think a huge part of it comes from, were you friends before or were you not?
There it is.
I remember having a conversation with my ex-boyfriend where I said I still want to be friends. He said, why would we be friends? We weren't friends before. And I was like, oh,
Okay, and that's why we're breaking up.
Yeah,
right now.
I don't want to date my friend, and I want to be friends after. But okay.
But what I said to her before we made the decision to date,
true.
I said, if this is going to sacrifice our friendship, I have no interest in dating because I can't lose you as a friend. Flat out.
Did you mean it, though?
I 100% mean it. She has meant so much to me in my life as a friend and helping me through some of the most difficult ish I've ever gone through.
Mm-hmm.
She was that meaningful to me. I have to have her in my life. If it's going to be this or it's going to be that. But I cannot lose you as a friend. So it started there.
That's so nice.
That really was. That was D-Day for us.
Without a doubt. And I look back at all my other relationships, and to your point, I was never friends with anybody I dated beforehand, and I don't speak to anyone who I, dated before. We didn't stay friends because there was no friendship.
Wow. It talks to me about how shallow I was as a friend with these guys I don't talk to anymore, who I was with for 10 years. So Danielle, you and Sheldon.
Yeah.
Because I was supposed to date Sheldon, and he didn't want me, so I gave him to her.
He wasn't gay, so he passed him over.
I know, but you were very friendly with each other.
Well, we were. Yeah, but we didn't know each other really before we started dating. But we were hanging out a little bit, I guess, in the friend zone before we dated a little bit, I guess, but not really. I mean, but we were. Yeah.
But see, now
I think it's different. It's not. We didn't grow up together, and we didn't have
Right.
families together. And
But listen to these guys did. But,
Yeah.
it's interesting how, I don't know, you people have been married for 30, 50 years, and they never, ever were friends and never will be friends.
They don't like each other. I mean, look,
What kind of life choice is that?
We watch people all the time. We love people watching. And if you watch married couples on vacation interact, it's pretty obvious that I would say a vast majority of them are not friends.
And for instance, what do you see that makes you come to that conclusion?
Because they pull out their books, turn their body languages away from each other. Usually the woman or the man is in front of the husband. They don't
They're
walk
walking,
together.
yes.
Like, it's really interesting.
Phones are out.
Phones are out the
There's
whole time.
look, if you're sitting, there's a beautiful beach here and you're sitting with your best friend or the
Yeah.
person you love, that's the dream.
Yep.
If you're not enjoying that moment, you need to ask yourself some questions about your relationship in that moment. How can you this is it, and you're not enjoying that, then
I used to always bring books on vacation with me to read.
yeah.
I mean, that's a big thing, right? He looked at me, he said, "Are you actually going to bring a book?" I think it's the first time we went on a vacation together. And I said, "Yeah, I mean, this is what I do." And he said, "Good luck." And I never picked the book up because we just had so much fun together.
So I'm wrong in saying sometimes it's a sign of a great relationship when you can just be in silence together?
Yeah, of course.
we can be. Yeah, like we sit on the couch, we cook,
Sit on the
we do
couch.
all kinds of
you
things.
sit on the couch. Oh
We
my
can
God, that
sit-
sounds like so much fun.
We sit on the couch. And be quiet sometimes. But no, we are always interacting. I really don't know a lot of times that we are together and there's just not constant engagement.
Unless you're mad at me.
Yeah, there's an issue.
Wait, do you do what I do with Sheldon? Like, we chase each other around still and grab each other's body parts.
absolutely.
When you're fighting?
Oh, no, when we're not fighting. And my kids are always like, seriously?
That is so
Seriously?
sweet, though.
You chase each other
Yeah.
around and grab each other's body
Yeah,
parts?
You were grabbing my
Sheldon.
body part on the
Like, let me
subway.
show you.
Come
Come
here.
here.
Sheldon, grab TJ's body part.
Are you literally?
No, like, say
She'll
I'm
do it.
cooking. Say I'm cooking in the kitchen, right?
Okay.
My husband will come over there and he'll like grab my boob a little and be like,
Oh,
"Beep,
okay.
beep," you know. On top of my clothes.
Did you just touch TJ's boob?
I did. But we start laughing about it. And the fact that after being married, I mean, we've been together a very long time. After being married and having kids and being able to still do that.
That's sweet.
I think
big
it's
deal.
great. But the kids don't think so. They're like, "Ma, seriously? I mean, come on."
I actually watched my parents do that.
Yeah.
And I would say, "Mom, you guys are grossing me out. I don't want to bring my friends over because it's
Right.
embarrassing
Oh,
seeing
God.
the two of you."
You don't want your parents fingering each other in front of you? Yes, Gandhi.
No, I think the key to all of it is long distance. You just stay away from each other. You have a healthy relationship because you never fight.
Because you're in a
together.
long-distance relationship.
Yeah, I am.
And it's working.
Yeah.
How much distance are we talking?
He lives in Michigan,
Okay.
and I live here.
You see each other how often?
A couple times a month at this point.
That's
Sometimes
good enough.
longer.
Are they set or are they random? Do you just figure something out or
We
you
just
have this
figure it
weekend,
out.
this
No,
weekend?
no. We just figure it out.
How long are your times together when you see each other? A few days, a week?
Sometimes a few days, sometimes a week, sometimes a couple weeks. It just depends.
How long
on
y'all
the
been together?
situation. Almost 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah, we've
Okay.
been together for a while.
Are any plan to actually live in the same city? Wow, I am so sorry. Elvis, I'm asking.
I'm curious as well.
Yeah.
This is Ask TJ sector.
No, we really don't because he has a life that keeps him in Michigan and my life keeps me here, and there's not a way to merge those at the moment. So we're just giving each other space and having fun.
There you go. A partners. You heard of that? There's a new thing called
Yeah.
A partners.
Like being
People
apart.
Apart
a partner.
Nerves.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a new trend now. People do
it. I'm only with my husband 3 nights a week. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's awesome. Nice. I'll explain later. So if you're just turning us on, it's Amy and TJ, their podcast right here on iHeartRadio. The texts are coming through. I love Amy and TJ. Didn't even know they had a podcast. I'm going to listen.
Wow.
I agree with TJ about being best friends with the person you're with. People are commenting about everything you're talking about. This is why your podcast is so interesting. You talk about things that people want to talk about.
But we're able to do that here, and we appreciate the opportunity doing it here. Look, we have been next door. We actually do our podcast in the studio right next door to where we are, and we've been doing it for a little over a year, but this is the first invitation we've gotten to this show. I'm not complaining. I'm saying it's the best sign that maybe we're finally doing something right, that we've been invited here, so thank you.
Well, start off by getting a better studio. That studio is crap.
Wow. Podcasting doesn't pay, man. We're working on it.
I mean, do you remember the day I burst through your door when you were doing your podcast?
Yes. That was amazing.
Guys, I didn't see you guys sitting there, but I saw Andrew in there. I'm like, I got to go yell at him about something. I just opened the door, and you guys are in there talking. I'm like, sorry about that. I never apologize. Look, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Thank you guys.
I apologize for touching your boob.
No, you're
TJ.
fine. My girlfriend's here, so it's all good.
Okay.
It's all good.
You should see her when she starts biting guests' crotch.
It's weird. That's a different podcast
It's a strange,
altogether.
it's an odd
Next segment.
It's very uncomfortable when she does that. Hey, it's Amy and TJ, the podcast, of course, wherever you get your podcast. We hope you get it on iHeartRadio. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I love how you are very meaningful in the things you talk about. And you both kind of just hitch on to any conversation that you find interesting because you know you're passionate about it. Another reason why we think your podcast is fabulous.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
There it is, Amy and TJ.
Thank you, guys.
I'm sorry, was that funny?
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Well, last time I checked, I'm running the show.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, they were so sweet.
Yeah, Amy and TJ. A lot of people texting in say they never even heard who they were because they never watched Good Morning America when they were in. Now they want to listen to them.
That's awesome.
They have good conversation. I like them a lot. We're about to get into some sound with Garrett in just a second. Andrew is the producer not only of our show, he's our operations manager actually, but you produce.
Pain in the butt.
Scary, can you turn his microphone on? I know you're busy over there doing
right
nothing.
over
Well, thank you. I look over there and Scary's just kind of looking out into the distance. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you. Hi, Andrew.
Hi.
Thank you for bringing them in today.
Oh, no problem.
You enjoy working with them, obviously.
I do. They're so nice, so fun to work with, and yeah, they're good. They're a good time.
Are they as fun as we are?
Yes.
Wow.
I was going to say you better say no.
I would
that
say
kick
you
back.
guys definitely bring a little more razzle dazzle. I would say
Nice
a little more
recovery.
pizzazz.
We are full of pizzazz. We're pizzazz.
Yeah.
Add a little zest.
Happy birthday to
Oh,
you.
thank you. I appreciate it.
What are you doing to celebrate? What are you doing to celebrate your birthday?
I'm doing the edge, the climb at the edge, where you go all the way up and then you lean back. But I'm not going to lean back. I've already decided. I'm going to look like I'm sitting on a toilet, but I'm gonna, squat.
You're talking about the edge, that building in Hudson Yards?
Yes.
Ooh, you're going to do that?
Yes, you could walk up it and then you lean back and then you take a picture.
Oh, wow.
Why would you not lean back? That's the whole point.
I do not like the lean. I don't want to do the lean. I want to squat.
Maybe you'll feel different once you get there and up there.
I don't think so. Amy and TJ did it too because I was telling them, and she actually went face forward and did the Jack and Rose Titanic thing.
Wow.
And you can't just lean back a little bit?
No, I'm going to do the squat at the edge.
Well, you're all harnessed. You're good.
Yeah, I just...
Okay, all right. Look, interrupted by the music.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. So, look at this beautiful cake Danielle brought you.
That looks
Danielle.
delicious. It's
It
fresh
does.
whipped cream, doesn't it look good?
That looks nice.
Thank you.
I'd like to put that on my private parts.
Hello. Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
Let me have a slice and then you can.
Oh, Andrew, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Hey.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. I like how they don't say Andrew. Happy birthday to you. We love you, Andrew.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Andrew, everyone. Happy birthday. Let's get some sound on here with Garrett.
Yes.
What do you have, Garrett?
All right, let's start with a guy in Florida who decided to drink a lot, take some medication, and then he was walking around town naked. So this is the police body cam footage of him finding the police finding the naked man outside.
What's going on, bro?
I just came over to talk to you.
You're walking around the street naked.
I just came over here to talk to you.
Yeah, they called him the birthday suit bandit, by the way.
Lovely.
All right, so let's talk about some new music. Tyla posted this on her Instagram, so we're getting this, I believe, this week. This is called Bliss.
Take me out my mind.
Summer right there. All right,
pretty sexy.
Cool story coming out of Coachella. So Green Day was one of the headliners of Coachella, but when they weren't on stage, they actually went to a bar and they performed under the name The Cover-Ups, where they played 31 cover songs and no Green Day songs whatsoever.
No one knew it was Green Day?
No one knew it was a Green Day.
Oh my God, summer of '69.
Yeah.
I mean, did they ever come out and say, hey, we're Green Day?
No, they just go under the name The Cover-Ups.
So no one ever knew it was them?
And then they eventually did a few days later once they said, oh my, that was Billy Joel right there. All right.
Billy Joel?
Billy Joe.
Billy Joe, okay.
Billy Joe.
Billy Joel? Billy Joel's in Green Day?
That L
Gets
right
more
there.
shocking every
That
time.
L. All right. Keith Urban, he was performing in Canada, much music, and he has a big, big crush on the song Pink Pony Club.
Pink Pony Club. I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I wanna keep on dancing out in West Hollywood. I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club.
I guess I could see Keith Urban at the Pink Pony Club.
You know, Kids Bop has that cover coming out this week too.
Oh, I can't wait to hear. That's going to be fabulous.
Can't wait to hear that.
All right, and then finally, this story is going viral. So, Britain's Got Talent. Cool story. A guy tried to audition 19 times in a row. He never got through to the final where he got to perform in front of Simon and the other judges. So he got himself a ticket to the live auditions, and during a commercial break, he goes, "Simon, can I sing for you?" And then they let him up on stage, and this is what he sounds like.
He's got a good voice.
That's awesome.
Max Fox.
So what happened? Did he get through? What happened?
He got the golden buzzer. He gets to go to the finals, and Simon didn't believe him. He goes, "This is a setup, right? Reality show." He goes, "No, here's my ticket." Here, and he showed him the ticket and everything.
Well, good for him.
Yeah,
I can hear him on like a Broadway show or
Oh,
something.
totally, yeah.
I love that song.
You're a good American,
Thank
Garrett.
you very much.
Thank you, Garrett. Thanks for screaming the word Garrett. I appreciate that. I want to go around the room coming up in a second.
Hey, it's Nicki Minaj.
What's up? It's the Kid Leroy.
This is Rihanna.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga. You're listening to Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Banking with Capital One helps you keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts and no overdraft fees. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One, N.A., member FDIC.
Hello, lady.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Well, hello, lady. Good to hear from you, Uncle Johnny.
Hello, lady. Hello.
Hello.
Lady, are you bananas?
Oh, I miss that guy.
I miss Uncle Johnny, too. Or as we say in Santa Fe, are you Platanos? Anyway, welcome to the day. We're about to go around the room. And I have it around the room today.
Oh, nice.
Because I know you guys you always have interesting things to think about, whatever. I've got one to add to it. I need your help on something.
Okay.
Let's do that now. Do you have the music for this, Gary? Yo! Around the room! Producer Sam, what's on your mind today?
Okay, I have a hack I think everyone needs to try, and I wasn't doing it on purpose. Whenever I put on my skincare, your hands are like extra skincare-y when you're done. You got some stuff on. Instead of washing it off, I don't know where to put it. I've been putting it on my weenus just to like get rid of it. Yes. You guys, I've recently realized I have like
your elbow?
The best weenus. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That elbow skin area. It's the softest thing ever, and it was not always this soft, and it's because of my skincare.
You know what? I like your hack. I'll tell you, I never have pants on when I put on my moisturizer because I rub it all on my arms and legs as well. That's how I get it off.
Not a
Bless
boy.
you.
And
Bless
it's so good, right?
Yeah.
Don't wash your hands after skincare. Find
But
a body spot and just keep putting
That
it on.
weenus needs more love. I know mine does.
Hello.
Both of them.
From my weenus to yours.
Thank
Use
you.
skincare.
Thank you. Hey, Froggy, what's up with you today?
So I went to the vending machine earlier, and this happens a lot in our vending machine here. And I don't know if it's like a gift, if it means the day's going to go better, but I went to buy Pop-Tarts, and 2 packs of Pop-Tarts fell out. I paid for 1.
Ooh.
That means the day's going to be a good day.
yeah,
That means something good happened. I'm going to carry it through the rest of the day.
You got some good
all
luck
good
going,
things
man.
the rest of today.
You got luck today.
All because I got 2 Pop-Tarts for the price of 1.
You should go to the casino. Go to the casino.
Do you
Pop-Tart BOGO.
when that happens, do you give it to someone else and pay it forward, or do you hoard it and eat it the next day?
I ate them both.
Do you know?
Pop-Tarts today.
My bad. I should have known.
I had 4 Pop-Tarts instead of 2. That's the world telling me I needed 4 instead of 2, guys. That's how I saw it.
Okay.
Sorry.
The universe said ye shall eat 4.
Okay.
Hey, Danielle, what's up with you today?
Okay, now I understand that when you're on Poshmark, you negotiate for, a better price. If like someone has something up there for sale, you negotiate. But don't insult people. If you have something on sale for $200, don't come at me with a $25 offer. Because I'm not even going to counter. I'm going to hit decline, and I'm not even
gotta
going
shoot
to
your
play.
shot, Danielle.
No,
Yeah.
that is just insulting the person that is selling their merchandise, especially if it's worth more. So don't insult the people on Poshmark by offering a lot less than it should be. You know who you are. Thank you very much.
Wait, you actually get insulted?
Yes, because if I put something up there for $200 and it's like a really great name brand thing that's normally $500.
Well, yeah, but just
you're going to
decline
offer
it.
me $25?
But like you said, just decline it.
No,
But
they
the-
want you to counter. I don't even counter. I go.
But look at you. You get all mad.
I am. It pisses me off.
No, oh my
It's
God.
like at a garage sale. If something's $1, you're going to offer me 50 cents. I'd rather keep the item. Really.
But this is how we do it on Canal Street.
Really?
They're like $90. I say 5. They
Well,
say okay.
no, they don't normally say for that.
Hey, Straight Nate, what's up with you?
Okay, so
what are you pissed off about?
All right, I am actually.
He's pissed off.
I am pissed off. So you're driving, right? And you have to do something, maybe look at directions. Do you stop your car in the middle of traffic, bringing things to a screeching halt?
No.
Okay, then don't do that on the sidewalk. If you're walking, pull over to the side.
Yes.
Don't just stop.
Yeah, Nate.
And
Or the
that's right.
grocery
stand
store.
there like a dumbass.
The grocery store the same way. You're right, Frog.
For the love of Pete, move over to the side and let the people that are behind you go past you. There you
Pete.
go.
It's
I
true.
said it.
We all love Pete.
Yes.
But no, seriously, you have your basket in the middle of the aisle, right, at Publix, shopping, and they're like, pardon me, and they look at you like, well, pardon you for what? You're in my way! And it's the same here. In New York City, you walk down a sidewalk, and people walk in threes, side by side, sometimes holding hands.
You should bust through it like Red Rover.
I will.
I do!
Right
I will.
through the middle.
Like the Kool-Aid man. Scary. What's up with you today?
Hi. So I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay.
No,
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. So we had Mel Robbins on a couple of weeks ago, right? She's the author of the Let Them Theory. So I got to say, I went to Tenerife in Spain on the Canary Islands, and this book is a worldwide sensation. I saw no less than 3 people reading it. That green book was everywhere. So I wanted to roll up
Let
to
them.
the Let Them Theory. Yeah, Let Them, right. So I walked up to to this woman on a lounge chair sitting next to her daughter, and I'm like, oh my God, Mel Robbins, the book, you're reading the book. And she's like, okay? Like she didn't understand English. So I was trying to like relate to her and stuff, but then I didn't realize that she was reading it in another language and whatever it was. But anyway, the cool thing is that book is everywhere, and you're going to see it all over the beach this summer.
Oh, yeah, you sure will.
Yep, that green book.
That green book.
It's everywhere.
She did it green on purpose.
Yep.
So you could see it in other countries.
It's everywhere.
Where people say "que."
Worldwide sensation. Worldwide.
Well, if in France, pardon.
I saw 3
In it-
people reading it. Worldwide sensation.
Exactly.
What are the odds?
In Italy. Scusi.
What are the odds?
I know, they're printing it in all sorts of languages around the world. This is why it's a huge hit. Massive hit. Is it my turn to go around the room?
Yes.
Okay, so Friday night, I'm going to this big party on the beach in Miami. It's called Carbone Beach. And Scary's going to be there too. And the invitation says Miami chic. That's how you dress. The dress code is Miami chic.
Okay.
What does that mean? So in my head, I think colors. I think light materials. I'm thinking flowing, summer, linen. Maybe I don't know. So Scary went to AI.
Yep, Chat GPT.
And said, "Yo, what is Miami chic?" So how do we dress for this thing?
Well, we have to be effortlessly glamorous. Okay, it's about relaxed luxury. For men, lightweight, breathable fabrics like linen or cotton.
Oh, that's good.
So
Linen.
bright colors, as you said, Elvis, bold prints and pastel tones. The pants, they want tailored trousers. Could be linen. Could be nice, well-fitted chinos, but no jeans or anything that is too heavy. Okay, and footwear, loafers, espadrilles, clean sneakers, or sandals.
Espadrilles.
You should wear espadrilles, Scary, for sure.
Well, no, they have guys espadrilles. Stop making fun. I've got beautiful, incredible espadrilles.
Well, I guess you have to wear them.
But I would never wear them with pearls. Are you mad?
You have sunglasses and a nice watch.
Well, it'll be at night.
What about a fedora?
A fedora.
Or straw hat.
Okay, so sometimes
please wear a fedora, please.
Sometimes ChatGPT is on or sometimes off.
Yeah.
Like, tell them what you saw for salmon swimming upstream.
Oh yeah, you cannot trust it because when you Google salmon swimming upstream and use AI, it shows you pieces of salmon going up a stream.
Like that you buy at the fish counter.
Yeah, like a salmon fillet.
Like a salmon fillet in a river going.
Yeah. Well, it's not wrong. It's also completely wrong.
It's exactly what you asked for.
I
Literally.
think you can get your fedora from Akile. Just ask him to borrow his hat.
He's got
I think that would be perfect.
It also says add a gold chain if that's your vibe.
No, do not
wanna
add a gold chain.
What about shirtless with nice pants? That seems Miami chic.
You want to see me in shirtless?
Yes.
Shirtless, no pants.
With your espadrilles.
So we are going to be Miami chic. I can't wait to see what Scary's.
You'll have a good time.
Miami chic looks
I've
like.
got to go shopping today because I own none of this.
I have some florals. I've got some bright colors. I'm okay. I think I'm covered. I'm
okay.
Good. What Scary?
No,
What?
for women, linen. We're not women, but smart casual. Oh, it says bohemian styles and tropical prints and bodycon dresses, whatever that is. So yeah, if you're a lady and you're Miami chic, that's what it means.
This just in. Gandhi didn't do her around the room. So
Oh my God! Thank you for remembering.
I'm sorry. She wrote a note saying I didn't go.
Yeah. Normally I would just say, "Excuse me, what about me?"
You know me. I'm a little, it's I brain fart all the time. But yes, Gandhi, what's up with you today?
Well, I wanted to do it because it's very self-promotional. So
very
thank
much
you.
so.
Today's Wednesday, so it's the day of my podcast drop. And it's interesting that TJ and Amy were in here talking about the two personalities that they have on the news and now that they're doing a podcast because I'm interviewing Natasha Verma from Fox 5 and we talk about things that she does not talk about when she's doing her anchor job.
They can't talk about a lot.
They can't, but we get into dating lives.
She's
and I thought
great.
it was great. Yeah.
She's really nice.
And she loves you guys, and I might have committed you to walking in her show maybe this fall. I don't know.
I think I'm busy that day.
You are not.
Is it a Miami chic fashion show?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Okay, perfect.
Scary's not.
That's it. Sauce on the side, wherever you get your podcast.
Every Wednesday's a big Wednesday. When Sauce on the Side released.
Huge Wednesday.
They let it out of the gate.
And you know what?
What?
Today, 65 episodes. This is my 65th.
What?
Yes.
That's
I
amazing.
can't believe it.
What's your favorite episode so far? Go.
Oh, I really like the one with my dad.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. He's just ridiculous.
I like I was a part of that.
You were a part of that.
I love that. All right, well, thank you. Sauce on the Side today. Listen in.
Who chooses to get up at this time?
I know. Early morning.
Full blast. Elvis Duran in the morning show.
We're talking about tunnel to towers. I actually enjoy talking about tunnel to towers, even though it's a very serious situation here. Let's talk about U.S. Army Thomas Kennedy. After he joined the U.S. Army, Thomas Kennedy served 2 tours of duty in Iraq and Afghanistan. He earned a bunch of awards, dozens of awards and service medals when he was serving our country overseas. But while he was deployed in eastern Afghanistan, his life was cut short. He was killed by a Taliban suicide bomber. And of course, here at home, Thomas left behind Cammie, his wife, and his beautiful twins, Maggie and Brody, who were just a few weeks shy of their second birthday when their father died. Because of friends like you and Tunnel to Towers, listen to what they did. Listen to what you did. Cammie and her kids didn't face their loss alone. Tunnel to Towers provided them with a mortgage-free home. That's home amazing. To live in that's paid off. And other caring friends helped them as well. But look, we can be caring friends for a lot of our nation's heroes. Help Tunnel to Towers and watch them step in and help a lot of people, just like they helped Cammie, Mankey, and Brody. Families like the Kennedys, they've sacrificed a lot for us. Everything, in some cases. Let's help them. Donate $11 a month to Tunnel to Towers at t2t.org. And it'll make you feel good if you can do this, because you're helping so many people. $11 a month. That's t2t.org. All right, show's done. Let's get out of here. Till next time, say peace out, everybody.
Peace out, everybody.